Honorable Chair, fellow delegates, esteemed guests. First, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Koch and I'm from the Gymnasium Schwertstraße, a high school in Solingen in Germany. While Solingen has traditionally been known as the city of blades, my generation, with some mild sarcasm, refers to it as Solingen Rock City #1. But for many people, Solingen is also a synonym for a xenophobic arson attack perpetrated in 1993. In the fire, 5 people with Turkish roots died and 70 more were injured. 1993 was a full 6 years before I was even born, and when I learned about it in school and in other courses, it felt like something you would read about in your history books rather than that happened just a few years ago in your neighborhood. From this terrible assault in our hometown, we at our school derived a special commitment to help people with foreign roots in Germany to increase our international cooperation with people from other countries. This commitment was very evident in the last month when many of our students donated money and engaged themselves personally to help the many refugees arriving in Solingen from war-torn Syria and other countries. But there was also something our school as an institution could do to help. We offered our gymnasium as a shelter for refugees in need. At first, it was not easy for me and many of my classmates to understand why we would have to take our valued sports classes late in the afternoon and in some alternative old gyms, all for people we did not even know. But in the end, all of us could see how small our sacrifice really was, considering we had the chance to provide shelter to the people who had lost almost everything. In the context of our school's debating society, we also discussed the topic of the refugee crisis in an extracurricular Model European Commission simulation in Düsseldorf. In addition to the participation in political simulations, we, the members of the debating society, meet on a weekly basis to discuss important topics, to learn about diplomacy, international relations, the European Union, and above all, the United Nations. In our club, we are taught about and we actively practice public speaking and debating. We learn how to do research and we improve our critical thinking skills, our teamwork skills, and our leadership abilities. For us, it is often a lot of fun, but most importantly, it feels like we really learn for life instead of just studying for the next exam. Well, and we prepare for upcoming conferences, which is also how I got to speak here in front of you. I believe that the debating society at our school encourages us and guides us to become critical and independent thinkers and helps us to show the importance of international cooperation, which is crucial to adequately deal with international challenges such as the refugee crisis. When my friends asked me about my expectations for the FerMUN conference, it was quite easy for me to answer that question. I'm very excited to not only take part in discussion, but to participate in international relations and diplomacy. I'm eager to get to know the different opinions and arguments from fellow participants from all over the world, and I hope to hear fruitful discussions about the topic that seems to be one of the most pressing ones we currently have in Europe, the challenges and chances of the refugee crisis. One could argue that we will do nothing but talk, but just as talking about why we would give our gymnasium to refugees in Solingen has helped us see the bigger picture. The power of words can never be overestimated, because words can change how we think, how we feel, and how we act. And we need critical thinking and good arguments to make sure the refugee challenge does not get out of hand any further. Critical thinking and good arguments are the foundations we need to prevent another attack from happening in Solingen and to strengthen altruism and solidarity with people less privileged than us. Thank you for listening.